So if you really want to know where true happiness is found, log on social media and compare yourself and your finances and your career with those around you. Okay, that's bad advice. Let's start over. What's that good word, gang? Matt here. I hope you're doing well. Now, most of you at this point probably know me from being the guitar guy, country song teacher, acoustic selection on YouTube. And you're probably thinking, don't you have enough to do and enough YouTube channels to start another channel? The answer is probably yes. But in this video, I'm gonna go over 3 reasons why I thought it would be good for me to start this next channel. So I hope you find this beneficial, and maybe even this video can inspire some of you to kind of get out of your comfort zone and do the same thing. So what is the number one reason I'm doing this? It's simple: to be a help. And I'm gonna put that on my whiteboard in my office. I'm gonna remind myself before I do these videos and tell myself that every single day. I wanna be a help to others. Now, people that know me know I really don't struggle with confidence. I'm 41 years old, married, 3 kids, have my own companies, and you've been pretty successful on YouTube, that kind of thing. So confidence is not really an issue. But I will tell you this. My first couple years after college were by far the worst time of my life. I couldn't get a job. I had no clue about money. I graduated from Virginia Tech with a business degree in marketing. And I had absolutely no clue about the stock market, about even a budget, about managing your finances in the best way. Obviously, any kind of retirement, any kind of portfolio, any kind of how to start a business. All these things that's so cool to me to do. I graduated from an amazing university that I'm still so thankful for. And they taught me a lot about marketing yourself, marketing products, that kind of thing. But when it came to finances, I knew absolutely nothing. I bounced around. I think I did 17 jobs. I had a list, 17 jobs my first 2 years out of school. I remember my first real job, I got selling copiers. I was doing so good. And it was kind of, this sounds crazy to even admit to you all, but when I didn't even really know what I was making. I kind of signed up for the job without even knowing my salary. Now again, that shows you how green I was back then. But I took this job, and I remember I worked really hard. I thought I was pretty successful the first week, and I got my first paycheck. And I'll never forget, and again, this shows how naive you are even in college back in the day. I was thinking, since I went to college, I'll start out $50,000 or $60,000 a year. After the first year, maybe get to 75 or 80. After 3 to 4 years to 5 years, make $100,000. Again, I'm a pretty intelligent guy. And I literally thought that's just kind of what people do. I had nothing to base it on, but I thought that's what people do. So I remember I got my first paycheck, and I was sitting there at my desk, and I opened it, and I'll never in my life forget, it was $314. For that week, I made $314. And I felt just a huge knot in my stomach. I thought I was going to throw up. I just stepped away, and I went to the bathroom, and I remember I just stood over the sink, and I just felt so sick. Matt, you went to college. You got all this confidence, and you were all state in football and basketball, and you thought my dad was running a largest coal mines in the country. He was down the road running the whole company. My brother was a West Point military grad. I thought, oh man, I'm going to kill it too, like the rest of my family. $314. It crushed me. So I left that job, went to another job. I did 3 or 4 personal training jobs. I sold gutter guards. You name it. Random stuff. So I say all that to say this. I think there are a lot of people out there just like me. I try to live my life in a very transparent way, there's a Bible verse that y'all probably heard me quote often. He who refreshes others will be refreshed himself. I truly believe if I can be, through this channel, through my guitar channels, if I can be an encouragement to you all, if I can give information and affirmation to help boost your confidence, to show you things, to teach you things that maybe you don't have to go through some of the things I went through, I know God will reward me for that every single time. And that's what I plan to do. So am I doing this kind of selfishly? Absolutely. Because I know the more I give, the more you get in return. I would invite you to do the same thing with your life. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. The more you give, the more you get back. the more you try to help and be a blessing to others, the more God is going to reward you for your efforts of looking out for others. So by far, the biggest reason I'm doing this YouTube channel is just to be a help. So the second reason I wanted to do this YouTube channel is simply a wider audience. Now think about it. Like I told somebody the other day, if you had 100 people in a room and you said, who wants to learn to play guitar? Who wants to learn to play piano? You'd probably have 5, 10, maybe 20 people raise their hand. If you said, who wants to make more money? Almost every hand would raise. So by doing a channel on money, on finances, we all struggle. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, young, old, married, single, we all know money, and what you do with money is a huge, huge part of this world. Sometimes, even in the Christian circle, one of the most often misquoted messages is money is the root of all evil. Let me say that again. Money is the root of all evil. That is not Bible at all. The love of money is the root of all evil. So many Christians misquote that. You better be concentrating on money. You better think about money. If you're going to raise a family, have a career, support missionaries, do things with your own interest, have a dream, whatever, you better know about money. So I said, man, I want to help people out. I want to grow myself. I want to help others out. And I can reach a wider audience, have a bigger impact, even more than my music, by talking about finances, talking about things that I've done successful, things that I've failed with. There's plenty of both. And I'm going to be sharing those on this journey, obviously, as we do more and more videos. But by having this wider audience, we can all pull from each other. I want to help you guys and gals. Like I said, whether you're a teenager, whether you're just graduated from college, whether you're retired, I want to help you out. A lot of you all have done things. You can help me out. That's how synergy works. A rising tide raises all ships. I help you, you help me. We're all better as a result. So when I get this wider audience, we can all grow from it. So my third and final reason for doing this channel is probably the one I'm most passionate about. The one that I could do a whole weekend talking about and still not have enough time. The one that I hope inspires you as much as it inspires me, and that is personal growth. Just like all these trees and everything out here in nature, you're either growing or you're dying. I'll say that again. You're either growing or you're dying. Some of you are watching this, you're 60 years old. You are either growing or you're dying. Don't let an age define you. Don't let an income bracket define you. Don't let your past certainly define you. You can always change. You can always mature. You can always get more experience. You can always grow. So don't think, okay, since I graduated high school, this is my education. This is what my degree is in, so this is what I have to do. I know I'm going to get the feedback. Matt, you're the guy that teaches music. You're a funny guy that just cuts up, very unrehearsed, and you teach music. What do you know about finances? That's okay. I'm ready for that. I'm going to grow. I'm going to learn more, research, and to do videos myself. The comparison trap. Let me discuss this a little bit too. The thing that's going to kill most of your all's opportunities ahead of you, the thing that's going to hold you back from stepping out in something you know God's called you to do, is comparison. I joked about comparison and all that stuff at the start of this video, but I'm serious now. Comparison is what's going to hold many of you all back. I can tell you right now, every single day, I watch videos about personal finance, about money management, stocks, investing, that are incredible. Every one that I watch is way better than what I'm doing right now. So it's easy to say, well, it's already being done. People are doing it better than I am. There's enough of that out there. And I can go on and on and on. But that's no reason not to do anything. God gives each of us talents, influence, and a voice. It doesn't have to be on a YouTube channel. I don't know what your calling is, or what you feel passionate about, or your interest, or what drives you in the morning. But whatever it is, don't compare yourself to others. You can learn from others. You can be inspired by others. You can gain ideas. You can gain wisdom. All this stuff, and improve yourself from others. Don't get me wrong. Seeing something even like the carrot and the stick, something ahead of you, can really drive you and push you. That's awesome. But don't ever, ever because somebody else is doing it better, let that be a reason that you don't do something. Even do it and fail. A lot of y'all, you're afraid, what if I fail? Or maybe you've done something and you have failed in the past. Don't let that stop you from doing something else. And again, you can see that I'm more passionate about this than anything. because personal growth is everything in life. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have breakups. You're going to go through divorces. You're going to feel like you're out of God's will, that you've messed up in the past, that you've lost all your money. You started a business that failed, and on and on and on. But don't ever let that drive you from personal growth and improving yourself. Because personal growth is what makes us happy. There's been all these studies that I've seen Ed Milet and different guys research, that if you want to look at what really happiness is growth. When we feel like in our minds, Tony Robbins talks about this a lot, when you're growing, when you know you wake up and you're growing as a person, you see all of life is happening for you instead of like just like these set of circumstances. So even in your setbacks and your failures, you're like, you know what? This is helping me out. I learned something from that. I'm glad this happened because now I know this. I'm glad this stock went down because now I understand how this works. And I'm not even saying you'll even instantly see all the reasons certain things happened. But by knowing life is happening for you and having a posture for personal growth, you're going to go so much further, so much further. So that's my third and final reason, personal growth. The first reason, I want to help others. The second, I want to reach this wider audience. And a third is just my own personal growth. Well, guys, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and supporting this channel. If you'll do me a favor and smash that like button for that good old YouTube algorithm, that'll help me out. And please also leave a comment in the comment section below what you'd like me to talk about in this channel. I'm going to do a lot of things about passive income, how to have extra, side money from home. Obviously YouTube, how to start YouTube channels, how to make money on YouTube, how to build websites, that kind of thing that I obviously know a lot of you all want. But let me know if there's something in particular, more motivational videos, more of, like I said, spiritual helps, that kind of thing. Whatever you'd like me to talk about on this channel, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be replying back to all the comments for the next 3 days, and I would love to hear what you have to say. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll be posting 2 times every single week, and we'll see where God leads us. Love you. God bless you.